Alright, welcome back to Arboretum. It's a series designed for anyone looking to gain insights into some of the less common wood types. Cost, hardness, workability from practical experience. Let's jump right in. First one is Olivewood. Olivewood is found up and down the eastern part of the Mediterranean as well as 20 different countries. It's a better interior wood because it's prone to insect damage. The trees tend to grow kind of like the eastern United States choke cherries. You know, they tend to get twisted and grow a bit crazy, so finding tall, wide boards is going to demand a premium as far as price goes, if you can find them. It works fairly easy. I've made multiple things using it, used it in accent with other things, drilling, threaded insert installation, routing, sanding. That's actually Olivewood. And the next wood we're covering is going to actually be this one, but sticking to Olivewood for now. As far as hardwood, it's fairly easy to deal with. Its Janka hardness is around 1500. 1520 I think is the reading, and its price tag is about $35 to $50 a board foot. These three pieces are all quarter sewn pieces, so you can see the wavy straight grain to it. I don't know if that's a contradiction in terms. This is what a flat sewn piece looks like. It's a bit more sporadic. It's also sanded, so it has a bit more of a pinkish hue, the salmonish hue to it. The color's fairly straightforward. It's more of a tannish, yellowish, light brownish, and then it'll have darker browns and like dark chocolate type grain striping in it. So, alright, the second wood is Cocobolo. This is one of the most sought after rosewoods that there are. It grows in South America in a bunch of different regions. It's highly poached, so I guess its availability in the future can be questionable. It is under restrictions, though you can still get it, and it's on the IUCN's red list, listed as vulnerable. Its density is second to only African Blackwood as far as the rosewoods go. The color scheme in it is always unbelievably impressive. You have reds, maroons, golds, yellows, browns, grays, greens, blacks, tans, oranges, and more. It's real spectacular wood. The Janka hardness is just under 3,000, and the average dry weight per board foot is 5.8 pounds. So it's not super difficult to work with, though the milling process definitely could be challenging. You'll either want to have just sharpened your tools, or you want a new blade. It will have a blunting effect on your equipment, but it turns very well. It's got high natural luster to it. Cocobolo's cost, that can be anywhere from, I'd say, $60 to $90 a board foot. It depends on where you get it, and it also depends on the quality of the piece, the figure of the wood and whatnot. Number 3, pink ivory. Pink ivory is indigenous to South Africa and is one of the most coveted pieces, and hard to source and expensive. It's rare even in its natural habitat. What's not exported is said to be hoarded by the rich hierarchical families. The value is said to be on the same level as diamonds and emeralds. Some popular forms have it listed where trees get, 100 plus feet, 3 to 5 feet in diameter, but my sources who have land and actually own sawmills and work in this field have been saying for years, maybe a decade now, that it's rare to find a tree over 40 feet and past 15 inches in diameter. Either way, the wood is beautiful. These are some rough sewn pieces, and the first one that I showed you was cleaned up. The Janka hardness is 3,230. The average dry weight is 5.4 pounds a board foot, and the cost is in between $80 and $120 a board foot. A pro tip if you're looking to buy pink ivory is it's rarely dried properly. So make sure you leave a lot of extra time for it to acclimate. Don't get it and then the next day just start working with it, because you're taking a big chance. It's real expensive. If you're going to use it, make sure you have it and just let it sit. Just hold on to it and let it acclimate. Number 4 is African Blackwood. Without question, the most dense, un-rosewood-like rosewood in the Dalbergia family. It's been a favorite in the musical industry for its musical properties, as well as amongst turners. Its Janka is 3,670, and its average dry weight, even more impressively, per board foot is about 6.6 pounds. It is noticeably heavier. The cost is around 100 to 120 a board foot for African Blackwood. Yeah, it's something else. All right, last but not least, this is Limba. Limba is another African wood, and it was considered endangered in the first half of the 20th century. But regional and national programs have successfully brought the tree back. Gibson Guitars made it famous in 1958. They were using it exclusively for necks and guitar bodies. It's like a pale, tannish, grayish color, and it'll have the darker gray and brown kind of streaks inside of it. It kind of has, if you see it up close, it looks like certain mahoganies. It's a light wood. It's very soft. Janka's only 670, and the average dry weight is 2.9 pounds per board foot. The cost is around $10 a board foot, so it's relatively inexpensive. Yeah, so there you have it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this second edition of Arboritum and you found it useful. Of course, and as usual, we are much appreciated with the likes, the subscribes, and please feel free to comment if there's any woods that you would like to learn about. You know, on hand I have over 68 different woods currently right now, and I've been doing this forever, so if there's anything that you guys really want to learn about, or you have any questions or anything, feel free to leave it in the comments. Until the next time, Progressive Ideas out.